You are now tuned in to Chicago Red TV, where reality is alleged and all things alleged could be reality.
Hey, it's your favorite girl from the Midwest, Chicago Red, and you have stepped into another episode of Chicago Red TV. And today we are going to take a look at I.A.G. Farms. Yes, Tim is still working them boys like mules and his wife. But I wanted to go through the most recent episode. I think this came out today or yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. Today is Wednesday, so maybe it was yesterday that this was posted. Um, but y'all, it's I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I went through it and kind of picked out the sections that I wanted to highlight, spotlight, talk about, give commentary because this channel we react. We are reactionary over here. And Tim has always given us something to react about. And he did not disappoint this time. No, he did not. So let's kick it off with this one. Before we do that, make sure that you hit the like button. It lets YouTube know to push this out to other people who enjoy this type of content. Okay. And then, if you like the content, then subscribe. It kind of inspires me to do more. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get into this. Now I want to play this part because if you watch I.A.G. Farms, then you'll remember that episode when Tim was talking to Tim Jr. and he asked Tim Jr. because Tim Jr. is either 9 or 10, and Big Tim taught him how to ride the side by side, which is a little mower type, a little, like an ATV. It's almost like an ATV. And he taught him how to drive it so that they could get around the farm. And because these kids do farm chores, I mean, they work harder than I do. And I'm grown. In fact, they work harder than they daddy. And I ain't even exaggerating. If you watch I.A.G. Farms, you will agree. These kids, they hustle on their farm. But on that particular episode of I.A.G. Farms, when he was talking about how he taught Tim how to, when he was asking Tim, who taught him how to drive this ATV, Tim said, Dad, and Tim said, and Jesus. So it's like Tim Jr. wanted to acknowledge his father actually teaching him how to do this. Us Christians, we understand it goes without saying. You don't have to say Jesus or God did everything. I mean, that goes without saying. Like, you can't breathe without God giving you life. So you being able to teach someone, saying God helped you teach that person, you don't have to say that. That goes without saying. That's you being able to do it is synonymous with God giving you the ability to do it. So you don't have to reinforce it, especially if that's what your whole channel is about. It's I.A.G. Farms. It's all about God. So you don't have to keep reiterating to people that that's who did it, because then you dumb it down. And nobody wants to be dumbed. Nobody wants to be spoken to or have your content dumbed down for them. We know that that's who and who taught him how to do it. It goes without saying. But when he said, let me play it back. Let me go back a little bit. Because I thought it was hilarious. I was like, it wasn't Jesus. Here we go. Jesus. Okay. So that was that on that. Then I wanted to move it up to the 4-minute marker. Okay. Yeah, we can start. Let's go back to 4. Okay. So I watched Charlie Bizarro. He Charlie B. Oh, sorry. Charlie B. At his channel, he refers to it as Bizarroville. But I like his commentary. He gets on my nerves with his laugh, and I probably get on everybody else's nerve with mine. But in this one episode of I.A.G. Farms, Charlie B was talking about the fact that these little boys had pocket knives. Now, the oldest kid is 9 or 10. The youngest, Noah, is probably, well, the youngest being Benjamin, who just turned 1. But of course, he wouldn't have a pocket knife. But the next one up is Noah. And I think Noah is 6 by now. He should be 6. And Titus is probably 8, 7 or 8, something like that. But anyway, so these little boys have pocket knives. And in Charlie B's commentary, he highlighted the fact that these little boys have pocket knives and how dangerous that was. So when I was watching this episode that we're watching now, that we're critiquing now, and I saw this particular part of it, I said, well, look who watches Charlie B's commentary. What? Not Tim Sales? Couldn't be. Could not be. Because check this out. Listen.
Vocation, homeschool, farm chores. What you got on your hip there, boy? What you got on your hip there, boy? Pull it out, let me see. What you got? Look at that. What you got on your hip there, boy? Let me see what you got, boy. Let me see what you got, boy. Look at that there. Let's see. How you working? Is that...
Doesn't have a blade.
Tell them why it doesn't have a blade yet.
You have to earn your blade.
You gotta earn your blade, right? Mm-hmm. So has anybody earned their blade yet? Have you earned? Let me see your pocket knife.
Now, is that the real reason they don't have blades? Or did you take the blades out after you saw Charlie B's commentary about those pocket knives? I said, you know what, Tim? You're going to be everything but wrong. You're going to find a way to be right, even when you're wrong. Now, we know you had blades in those pocket knives prior to this video. But once you saw that Charlie B video, and probably from the emails, since you turned off the comments in the videos, probably when you got those emails about those pocket knives, you were like, oh, let me go back. Because it's too late to edit that video because you've already aired that. We already have that footage. But going forward, you can edit yourself in the future. You can't edit yourself from the back, from what you've already posted. So I just thought this whole segment of this video was hilarious because I knew where it came from. Tim, you watching them. You watching them.
Pull it out and flip it out. Let me see it. Let's see if you know what to do. Look at that, boy. Look at that. Look at him how to flip it down. Look at that. Get some good training in before you get your blade, huh? Let me see you, Todd. Oh, yeah. Them boys gonna be ready. Let's see. How you put yours down, Tim? Oh, yeah, you gotta do the thing to the side like that. So as y'all can tell, everybody hold your pocket knife out. So as y'all can see, Tim's pocket knife is a little bit different. And that's because he's the leader. And Noah and Titus have identical pocket knives. Good old DeWalt. Can't go wrong with that DeWalt. And so I gave them pocket knives. They earned pocket knives because they need pocket knives for the chores that they do on the farm. But I told them that they have to earn the blade that goes inside of the pocket knife. So earning the pocket knife is one thing. Then earning the blade that goes inside of it, you have to like be exceptional as far as being responsible, being on time. What are some of the other things y'all think?
So that's like earning the ice cream cone, getting the ice cream cone, but you got to earn the ice cream. Well, what's the point in having the ice cream cone? You gonna give me the pocket knife, but with no blade? Man, take this pocket knife. It ain't even a knife. It's just a pocket thingy. A pocket knife with no knife. It's a pocket. It's a piece of metal in your pocket. That's it. That's it. Not even metal. A piece of plastic in your pocket. Bless his heart. You know what? I want to believe he tries his best, but I don't think he does. And what boggles my mind, I used to go up for this guy. I was like, he is amazing. Like all of the stuff that he does, he is amazing. Like Megan has to be the most, I don't want to say lucky because it's, Christians, we don't believe in luck, but has to be the most blessed person ever. And it didn't take me long to figure out Megan is tortured. I could not live with anybody like Tim on a farm by myself with no family of mine around. You couldn't even. I wouldn't even deal with a man that would put me in a position to not have my family around. Like that doesn't even make good sense to me. No. There's nothing that a man could tell me at this age, and Megan is in her 40s. I think there's a 10-year age gap between. It's 8 to 10 years of an age gap between the two of them. There's nothing a man 10 years younger than me can tell me to make me separate myself from my family that I've known longer than him. Nothing. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save it. But let's get back to this.
Going to earn the blade for your pocket knife.
Being efficient.
Efficient, okay.
Walking right and doing everything right and staying focused.
Just tell me what you mean by walking right. What does that mean?
Don't just be flailing your body, walking wrong. Just walk strong.
That's right. I told him it's a certain way that a working man walks. You don't run, but you don't walk too slow. There has to be a steadiness, like a poignancy to the way that you walk. There are no wasted movements. And so I'm teaching them how to walk right, how to walk like men, how to talk like men, how to do those things that turn them into men so they can you got anything? Any ways that you can that you think go into earning a blade for your pocket knife?
If you remember something, then you don't tell everybody else, and then like if you get outside of something, don't brag.
Teamwork. That's right. He's talking about teamwork for real.
Did that sound like that's what he was saying to y'all? Because this is not my first time watching this video, clearly, but every time I watch this video, I'm listening to Titus's explanation as to how he earns his knife, his blade, or his pocket thingy, and that don't sound like teamwork. It sounds like Tim told him to say something that sounds like teamwork, and Titus said something else, and Tim brought it back to it being what he told Titus to say from the beginning, is that it was teamwork. In order to earn your pocket, in order to earn the knife for your pocket thingy, you need to understand teamwork and work within the team. But what Titus explained, that ain't teamwork. But let's hear what Titus said one more again.
So they can Titus, you got anything? Any ways that you can that you think go into earning a blade for your pocket knife?
Okay, here we go.
If you remember something, then you don't tell anybody else, and then like if you get outside of something, don't brag.
Teamwork. That's right. He's talking about teamwork for real, not just looking out for yourself, but looking out for the well-being of others. What about you, Noah? What you got? What do you think you need to do to earn your blade on your pocket knife?
Now this right here pissed me off. Why you got this boy out here with his mouth looking like that? I mean, just dry and crusty. And I'm not talking about Noah. I'm talking about the parents. Because Noah is a baby, so he doesn't know any better. But as a parent, and they probably don't have any mirrors in the house anyway, so the kids don't know what they look like. And at 6 years old, I wouldn't expect him to care what he looks like. My nephew is 6 years old. He doesn't care what his face looks like. He's a kid. He just wants to go outside and play. That's it. But as a parent, I am a parent, but as his aunt, if I saw my nephew with his face like this, go get me a towel so I can wipe your face down. And then give me some Vaseline so I can lather you up. Because we like moisture around here. Or some lotion or something. Some shea butter, coconut oil, something. Well, you in the sun. So get some sun cream with some moisturizer in it. But this right here, it's different if you're not going to videotape or record your children. How they run around the farm on any given day, that's their business. I mean, you don't have to do anything extra to make them presentable on a farm. They're on a farm. So I get that part. But the image that you're presenting here, it absolutely gives neglect. And I'm not saying you're neglecting. I'm just saying you're a little fugazi on your parenting right now. Because there's no reason why this little boy's face should look like this. And I can see it. I'm all the way in Chicago. This little boy is all the way in Mississippi. In the Delta. And his face looks like this. No, sir. No, ma'am. Megan, do better. If your husband is not smart enough to fix this, you should have fixed it. You should have checked them boys before they walked out the door because you knew your husband was about to record them. You should have been on top of this. Yes, I'm going to make it your fault because men inherently don't think about this stuff. Not with little boys. Not even with little girls, I don't think. This would have flown over his head as it did. Because look at him. He got the camera on in the baby's face. And just crusty. This made me mad.
When you like walking like when you like have your pocket knife out, don't let flip it out when you're not supposed to flip it out.
Yeah, let's show them what we're talking about. Show them what you do when you flip your pocket knife out. Do you flip it out right there while you're about 10? Mm-hmm. How do you do it? Show them. Take a couple steps out. You flip it out. There you go. So you won't cut nobody while you're flipping it out, right? Mm-hmm. You did that pretty good. Do that again. That was like pretty fluid. Okay.
Now, what if somebody was on his right? He would have stabbed him. Gotcha.
One hand. Then he had to use 2 hands. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes I just go all the way down.
That's right.
I have to use my hand.
Yeah. All right, so y'all get on back to your chores.
Okay, so that's it for that part. Now let me go on over here to Grandma Lily, which, if you don't know, is Tim's mother. Hold on. I think it was at 2045. We'll go to 20. We'll start here. Grandma Lily is Tim's mom.
Checking things out. Those wood chips look good in there.
They do. Yeah. That's all because of you.
All right.
It wasn't possible without you.
All right. I'm glad I'm worth something.
That's right.
You work I.A.G. Farms.
I was just talking about you. What's up, Solo? Solo, we had a trespass on the farm this morning, Solo. Had a stray dog running around in the pasture. A little old beagle puppy.
Okay.
I was trying to catch it, but it ran off towards the neighbors, and I called the neighbor, and they said this is a stray dog that's been running around.
Okay. So they been put it out.
Exactly. Yeah, I was trying to catch it, you know, so I can get away from around here. But she said she had been feeding the cat food, so I told her I'll run it back that way a couple times.
Okay, but after that,
exactly.
I have to set a little trap.
Yeah, for real.
A live trap. A live trap.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah. I
saw when Gideon growled at Solo then back down. It don't look like he like getting around your legs. I can tell how he looking. It's gonna happen eventually. Because y'all know that Gideon has been the dominant dog. But now Solo is the lead dog at the place where he lives, at his house now. But now Gideon is still treating Solo like, you know, he's the underdog. I can tell by the look in Solo's eyes. I can see it. It's gonna happen eventually. For real. It's like Mufasa and Scar.
You know what I want? I want Tim to expand his vocabulary. Because he says the same things all the time, but that for real. Oh, it works my nerves. He even has Megan saying it now. For real. It's just one of those things. It works my nerves. Okay, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, bag them though. So what you got planned for today on I.A.G. Farms?
I need to finish putting the attachments around the bottom, wiring it up. And I believe that's going to be it for today because I'm going to do a few things with the ranch today.
Okay.
So
get back, Titus. I just told you.
I'm going to finish that up. And because I wasn't really satisfied of leaving a job not complete. That's just not me. But I have worked long enough, so it was time to go to the house and get a little rest. I need you. And they're like, no.
But it looks amazing, though, from what you did the other day. Like I said, we wouldn't have been able to put these wood chips in here. And like I said, because we had been waiting to put the wood chips.
So Grandma Lily she works on Resurrection Ranch, which is where she lives. And she will come to IAG Farms and do work there. She is considered an employee. So she earns money by doing different tasks around each property. Now, Grandma Lily is 70. My mother just turned 80. And the work that my mama does, she does it because she wants to do it. However, this is her house. And she's not doing anything outside of what anybody else would do in their home, just, tidying up, moving stuff around, whatever. But I want you to pay attention to the conversation that Tim is about to have with his 70-year-old mother. Listen to this.
Down to get the wire tied together, but now it's a complete wire floor here, and then the wire is tied in on the edges here, so it's zero possibility of a raccoon or anything getting in. So, but it's looking good in there. Like I said, these ducks, their time is short, but after we get the ducks put in freezer camp and get them butchered, because these are meat ducks, and you can see how big they are. They're only 2 months or so, and like I said, I think that's like the butcher age between 8 to 10 weeks. And so they're right at that space. And I'm probably just I'm not gonna I don't have my chicken plucker yet. And so I'm gonna probably just skin them like I usually do when I butcher animals. And but when we get our meat chickens, because we have 50 meat chickens ordered, and I'll probably have my scalder and chicken plucker by then, so we can keep the skin. But it's looking good in here. Like I said, they have their 2 pools. Megan brought on 1 pool, and Grandma bought the other pool. For real, they were buying pools for the ducks at the same time,
for real.
And didn't even know it. Y'all think alike.
That's right.
Got two women just alike.
That's right.
For real. Like y'all twins.
For real.
You would think that Megan is your daughter and I'm the in-law. That's what it seemed like half the time. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I told him I didn't know if you were gonna work on the gutter project today or not. I think you're a little bit intimidated by the gutter project, but it's gonna. This here is harder than that gutter project.
No, it's not. It's just.
Now, do you hear what he's saying his mother is about to do? He just said his mom was about to work on the gutters. Tim is in his late 30s, y'all. Mid to late 30s. And he's about to have his mama get on a ladder and crawl up to the gutters and do some work. Listen.
Pulling that big ladder around. That's what I got to have strength for. So,
yeah, I guess.
But no, we're gonna say that gutter project for another time. I can't make too much money on the farm, y'all.
Oh, listen,
I got to kind of space it out.
You don't gotta space it out. We got plenty around for you to do so. It's a blessing, to be in the position that we're in. So we just looking for somebody to bless.
Okay, well, hey, I'm here for it.
There you go. All right, y'all. So y'all heard it. Grandma's not planning on doing too much today. She's just gonna work on finishing off the job that she started the other day, and she'll come back another day and do the gutter project. But look at this amazing poacher pen. It's looking amazing, looking good, and I gotta get out here and get a roof on it. I think I told y'all in the last video.
Let me ask y'all a question. If you're old enough to have a mother in her 70s, in her 60s, would you let your mother get up on a ladder and clean and repair gutters? Would you do that? Now, mind you, they make a nice little penny on their YouTube channel. So it seems to me that they could outsource some of this work. But the thing with Tim is he wants to be able to monetize on everything that's being done. So he's going to put his mama to work so he can record her doing the work and he can put it on YouTube so he can monetize, so he can get money off of that video. That's what he's doing. He could easily pay somebody else to do this work and then give his mama some money on the side because they make a decent money. A decent penny. They make a decent coin. Man, ain't no way I would have my mama on a ladder doing work. He doesn't even like being on ladders because he's afraid of heights with his big barrel of self.
That I was resting my back. I kind of strained my back. I can't remember what I was doing. I might have been down there digging that ditch in front of the mini bar because y'all know we've been trying to get the water to not run on the mini bar and flood the mini bar so we can use it again. And so I was digging holes and digging trenches and down there shoveling stuff, shoveling out cattle panels. I think I might strain my back a little bit, but I'm letting that rest. And while I'm resting, Grandma's here taking up the slack for me, making sure we still progress and do things. But I'm just looking at this amazing poacher pen back here. It looks good. Can't wait to get a roof on there. And I might put some signs like on some sections and kind of close it in. I may put signs all the way around. Who knows? Like maybe some type of shade tarp or something like that to give them extra shade. But that being said, I'm gonna just pick y'all up throughout the day and we'll see what happens.
Tim is the most I'm about to do person I have ever met in my life. He is about to do everything and does nothing. Let me stop. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take that away from him. He does accomplish some things, but he spends more time talking about what he's about to do than what he actually does. Like he's been talking about getting this porch done since last year. It's almost May now. And they still don't have a porch. But what else did I want to get to? Oh, let's go in the house now. Megan is done cooking those apple muffins. Oop, oop, oop. Here we go. Hold on. I want you to listen to Megan.
Or a raccoon, all they know is it's not a duck.
That's right.
And even if it's a different duck, sometimes they'll do that.
Different color and everything. But yeah, y'all don't know what she's talking about because we used to have our Sunday services in the city. Back we had our city ministry going on. And we also had animals. It was like a farm. We had farm gates and hay bales and all that type of stuff. It was like a Sunday service in the city, but you felt like you were in the country because we had the service in like a barn, you know. Had chickens running around.
Our backyard. So the Lord put this farming vision in us, but we didn't have land at the time. And so he told us to use what we did have. And so we maximized our potential. We maximized our backyard and literally like we had a rabbit hutch, we had chickens, we had maybe like 50 to 100 chickens at one time, including like baby bitties that we were raising up. So we had chickens, rabbits, dogs. We just maximized our backyard. And so we grew gardens, all that. And so during our Sunday service, we had been gifted a turkey before. So turkey was out there hanging with the chickens, and we're right there next to our backyard. We had a big worship pavilion, big shed next to the backyard. And so we hear all this commotion and everything going on. And so our chickens had grouped up on this turkey and killed it.
And murdered it.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of Sunday service.
We had all types of fun stuff like that happen during our Sunday service. I remember one time a chicken.
Did you hear what she said? She said they have all types of fun stuff like that going on. An animal was killed. And Megan said they had all kind of fun stuff like that going on. What? Megan, I'm gonna let you slide on that one because I don't think you meant it the way you said it, but we just gonna play it back just a little bit.
Our backyard, we had a big worship pavilion, big shed next to the backyard, and so we hear all this commotion and everything going on, and so our chickens had grouped up on this turkey and killed it.
And murdered it.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of Sunday service.
We had all types of fun stuff like that happen during our Sunday service. I remember one time a chicken.
That's wild. We had all kind of fun stuff like that going on. You know, animals killing one another. That's all in the day's work around here. All right. So lastly, I wanted to make fun of Tim again. I want to pick on him real quick. Right. Let's see. Let's take it to the 43. 43. Here we go. Okay. I probably should move it up a little bit, but.
You ready for muffins? Come on, let's go eat some muffins. Come on.
Benjamin is so cute.
Because he don't want to eat at night.
Okay.
Can y'all tell me why they've had this mobile home about 2 years now, roughly, maybe a year and a half? Why don't they have a dining table, a dinner table? These kids have been pulling out this little, I call it's a kiddie card table, a foldable table for themselves. It's kid height. Tim Jr. is tall. I know the little boy is ready for a regular table. I don't know why they won't get a regular table and put it in that kitchen. They have the space for it. That just boggles my mind. Why don't you all get a table? But anyway, here we go.
Nobody, you can't be able to table with nobody else. Ben's gonna take some.
He's like,
All right, Taj, you already took a bite. Is it good?
Yeah.
So good. What you think, Tim? Oh yeah. Good enough? Good. Benjamin, last person. See what you think. He said I give it a 10 out of 10. I guess. Maybe 9.5. Of course, we're gonna put y'all down now so that
Who made the muffins? Jesus. I just had to come back and do that little part. But y'all, this is it for me for this particular episode. This was A Man Ain't Got No Business Not Having a Pocket Knife. It was that episode of I.A.G. Farms. Hold on one second. When did this come out? 1 day ago, yesterday. So since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and like it because I watched it. So I'm gonna like it. I am still subscribed, but yeah, it's comedy now. It's straight comedy. In the words of Talent, the comedian. Are y'all old enough to remember Talent? It's comedy. It's just comedy. But be sure to like the video, subscribe. Oh, it looks like, never mind, the way I'm sitting in this frame, it almost looks like I'm on the video, but never mind. Because it's going to be different when I edit it. It'll look different. But anyway. Oh, like the video, subscribe. And thank you again for tuning in to another hilarious, I'm just gonna go ahead and claim it. It's hilarious episode of Chicago Red TV with your favorite girl from the Midwest, Chicago Red. Make sure you get down in the red zone, which is the comments, and let's have a conversation about this particular episode. Watch it in full on your own. I didn't want to go through the whole thing, minute by minute. I just want to highlight some spots and, give my commentary. Because what do we do over here? We react. It's a reaction channel. You all have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.